Divination is about precisely foretelling one's written destiny. Over-embellishing that fate only leads to misconception.
Good boy, Pumpkin. Hey now, you're an all-star, get your game on, go play. Hey now, you're a rock star, get the show on, get paid. Garfield. Hey now, you're an all-star, get your game on, go play. Hey now, you're a rock star, get the show on, get paid.
Welcome back, everyone. We're going to do Genshin Impact. We'll see, probably exploration. We'll see what's expiring, that sort of thing. It sounded like the game was already on, so we'll go ahead and flip over to that. There we go. Alright, looks like we are in the desert. And let's see what's expiring. There's some overflowing mastery. These are just ley lines, it looks like. Oh, they give you extra bonuses to do these already discovered places. Nothing exciting about that. I'll pass on that for now. This is about to expire, and this is something we have to do a previous quest before, and we also have to do these individual ones. Let's try to do this one first. Actually, it says the splendiferous sky that day we have to unlock. So let's do this prerequisite. Oh, okay, let's go look for that. That's northwest of me. Let's head in that direction and unlock save points or waypoints on the way. So we are down here. We can unlock this, this, or we could go to the higher one. Actually, the higher one would be easier because then you get the uphill. Let's try that. Let's hang on the left, and go to that. She moves faster. Look at that. She's flying. Hope they don't make me dip down right now. We'll see. Look at her. Health was going up and then it was kind of interesting. Must have stepped on something that made it jump up. Oh yeah, this is a waypoint dropping down, so let's... Well, I guess you have to drop down eventually. Yeah, it's probably you have to drop down eventually. Let's just go ahead and get that one. I don't think it's going to be up here. Jump down with no energy or you will die. I see it right below.
Scry the sky.
Alright, unlock that. Next one, I believe it's... Yep. Place abandoned by the gods. So there's some people in here. There's a kitty cat. Whoa, big monsters. Hello, goodbye. Ooh. Mark Sacred Seals. Restore. We need a lot to do that. Alright, so we marked a bunch of them. Put this up here. Can I do that? Probably not. Yeah, this is surprising I have to unlock some big quests. Ooh, I can step on you. this is one of those collect the thingies. Something just appeared. Okay. No reaction. There might be more, so I need to collect a bunch of those and then. Interesting. There's another waypoint up there. This is like all puzzles. Big monsters. Looks like the Tuies. They've traveled here, it looks like. I'll probably talk to them at some point. Not right now though. Alright, so we want to go. We still need to go quite a bit north. I'm going to try to hang on the left here, because if I dip down, it might be... Well, I have to go down anyway to get to that food. I guess I'll just go east. I should have gone north. Big rock in the way. Change my mind. Oh, one little hilichurl. Hello, little hilichurl. What's that? Chin Valley. Hope I find my waypoint in this direction. Is that a mean bird or a good bird? Because there's a waypoint right up here, let's see if we can unlock that. Save ourselves a trip if we ever get sidetracked. Come on. That's all energy for you to time. You can make it just automatically. Yay, we made it. Alright, map-wise, we need to go, should we go north and then west, or just northwest? Let's try this, just in case we ever want to explore over here to save some time. Ooh, what is that? Big ugly ones.
Care for a dance?
Shadows of fate.
Nothing.
Dance with me!
Where's Noelle when you need it?
Just begun.
Oh, there's two of them. Multiply. Oh, this
Get out! Lament! Worthless! Here! Here!
Not done.
I'm trapped. Come here.
Fate is upon you.
And she turns back towards me.
My vision is clouded.
The curtain
Alright, Noelle.
falls.
That was totally not worth it.
I will protect you.
See it up on that mountain. And then make it over we're gonna I jump and I can't climb on this weird thing. Oh, it's probably on that rock I'm sliding underneath. Perfect sandstorm? What? I go to this waypoint, I can go to a different one and heal. And then come back to this one. Alright, this thing. enigmatic beach. Alright, we want to go there, so let's go heal and come back. This is why we get the save points. Free access to healing. Titan target.
Boring.
What's that over here? A monster? Tumbleweed? Oh. That works. Ooh, I found a safe part. He doesn't like those. Bonk donk noise. Could there be treasure buried in the desert? Be a shame if we missed out on it. Paimon's excited already. Let's check it out. What are we looking for? Oh. Found it, found it. Paimon wonders what it is. A mysterious drum. This has a cryo marking on it, a snowflake. Oh, come on, this is no treasure, it's just a tattered old drum. We don't know if it would be used for it either. If we brought one back to Academia, let's say we brought it back to the Grand Bazaar. Ooh, maybe the people of the theater could make use of this. But wouldn't they already have a lot of these instruments here already? But you know, it's not as if Paimon really knows the difference between drum types or anything. Hold on. Note over there at the side. It might just hold some clues. This time I've been commissioned to try to find a local order to obtain information about something known as a sign of Apaosha. I must say the remuneration seems quite outsized when compared with the mission content. I hope I won't get caught up in any trouble. I reached the entrance to the Tamir Mountains with the help of the Eremite mercenary. But he refused to continue onward, saying that this was a border of war. That must be some sort of desert dweller superstition. Contrary to what I was told, it seems that these Nagarjunites are not very friendly to outsiders. Looks like I'll have to try infiltrating their ranks. I finally managed to make it out. Thankfully, these people are pretty civilized, so I managed to get away with my life. As I thought, these high remuneration commissions always have something fishy going on. Looks like an adventurer's work doesn't suit people who just want to earn some quick more. I'll just leave this drum here. Maybe someone will pick it up. That way, I guess it won't totally disappoint Ms. Catherine. Let's got Paimon see. Huh. It seems to have been left by an adventurer. Sign of an Apaosha. I'm not super sure what this guy's talking about, but he sure is irresponsible, leaving a commission unfinished just because it's hard. But since that's how things are, let's hand the drum over to Catherine and let her reassign someone to complete whatever commission this was. Alright. That's that. Send me to Rocky Catherine, 3,000 miles away. And now we have a save point if you're ready to go back. Crossing the desert. In the blink of an eye. For 10 seconds. I wonder if I talk to a different character if I would do the same thing. Probably not. How have the recent travels gone? Quite well, thank you. I've heard about your previous adventures. It seems you've become very experienced. As long as you keep going, I believe that it will only be a matter of time before you become a truly great adventurer. Speaking of adventures, we found this on one of yours. Or one of ours. This was left by an irresponsible adventurer. We thought it'd be bad if the commission he took never got resolved. So we brought it back here. Mysterious drum. This one has a cryo marking on it. Indeed. This item is key to a particular commission. Thank you very much. Commission linked to this drum is a very important one from the Academia, as it is also critical to the expansion of our operations. Unfortunately, though we have previously given this commission to various talented adventurers, they have all invariably failed. Commission from the Academia? Well, this is an issue that even the Academia cannot solve, so we did expect a relatively high failure rate. Actually, Paimon's getting kind of curious now. What sort of commission is this anyway? Simply put, a recent star observation by researchers from the Academia led to the discovery that the northern skies had become blocked by a strange, heretofore unseen phenomenon. Concerned that this would have a great impact on the accuracy of any astrological calculations, the Academia immediately put people together to investigate. This resulted in them delving into ancient records, within which they found mention of a strange phenomenon known as a sign of Apaosha, which bears strong similarities to the recent occurrence. According to these records, the celestial sign appeared after the disaster that engulfed most of Teyvat 500 years ago. Although the circumstances of the eventual disappearance are unclear, its position has been determined to be near the Temir Mountains at the northernmost regions of the desert. However, that area has only ever been sparsely populated. Even when the ancient desert realms were at their peak, they did not extend that far. And after the cataclysm 500 years ago, that place was one of the areas worst affected by the encroaching abyss due to it being connected to an ancient underground realm. Since then, it's been declared a restricted zone by the Academia. The only people who still live there are a mysterious Darshan, known as the Academia of the Nargajanets. Mysterious Darshan, you say? If even you're calling it mysterious, Catherine, it's gotta be something super mysterious. Though they seem like legends to the average person, they were once a Darshan of the Academia, albeit one that split off 500 years ago. And the researchers who wished to fight the mountains from the abyss banded together and traveled to the depths of the desert, and the Nargajanites are an organization comprised of the people who stayed there in the end. That said, it's been many years since, and they branched out further and further from the Academia. They even seem to have developed their own academic traditions. It seems that they also worship a form of energy known as the Kavarena. This energy communicates with them in the form of spirits. Well, I feel like I'm going off topic now. The Academia believes this faction is strongly related to this celestial sign. However, they have not been able to establish contact with this group, and as such have commissioned the Guild to assist in the investigations. This is a win-win situation for us as well. Ruins related to the Conria are located nearby, but exploration of the area has been declared taboo by the Academia until if this commission is a success, perhaps we will be able to participate in future expeditions to these ruins. Since you've heard me say this much, why don't you take this commission on? You're just finding someone to help to step up to the plate. Guess this is our business now. Well, since Conria is involved, our business now. After some careful analysis, I believe you're best suited to the task. After all, your pioneering spirit is something rare, even amongst adventurers. So after all that, it sounds like we need to look for those whatever rights, right? Sounds like it'll be pretty easy. And we'll get some more from the Academia too. Yes, the drum you picked up was originally given to us by the Academia to be used as a token of good faith in our dealings with the Nargajanites. Just give it to the organization's leader. It stands to reason they will have some way to solve this problem. I'll be leaving this task in your hands then. I've marked the rough position of the Temir Mountains for you. At Astrabsos Traveler, you inscribe a new legend in the deserts. Oh wow. We're starting a new commission. Now does this open up the new one, or do I have to be in it? Let's have to finish this one. Let's check them out. Oh, not far from Mario's was. I'll take that. Must be the sign of the Pasha, huh? Yeah, in the desert. I've seen that huge hole, horrid stuff oozing out of it. I was not reading the rest. Of course, there's monsters. No, I need to waste your time on you. We're looking at the monster. Trying to get his attention. Ooh, there's a waypoint up here. See it straight ahead. Ah, I'm under attack.
Why would anyone want boring?
Let's get to that waypoint. We're finally at the place Catherine mentioned. This looks like pretty different. There are strange crystals all over the place. Let's see if we can find campsites nearby. About people. Let's unlock this first. Ooh, there's a waypoint way off in the distance. Alright, we'll talk to this guy, give him a drum, say, hey, we're friends. He's not fighting me. Who are you? You guys don't look like tribes people of the desert, more like adventurers from a faraway land. Very far away. But no matter who you are, this is as far as you'll get. Please go back. We've been commissioned to come here. We're here to sign the issue regarding the sign of the Pasha. Sign of Pasha? How do you know of this name? We're adventurers who have an organization at our backs. Catherine of the Adventurers Guild told us, of course. Since you know the sign of the Pasha, you must have heard of us. Shamania, Order of Skeptics. The shamans, right? Or shamans, or whatever you call it. The desert past this point is a restricted zone under our guard. As a ranger of the Order of the Skeptics, I cannot let you pass, no matter what reason you may have. Ranger? My apologies, I forgot to introduce myself. My name is Pyro. I'm a member of the Order of Skeptics, in charge of guarding this place. Order of Skeptics. My mind remembers that Catherine told us about the Nagar Juicites or something. I said it wrong, but looks like Pyro isn't the one we're looking for. Nagarjuna. That's a derogatory name that those guys in the rainforest have for us. Lord Nagarjuna is a hero who fought against the monster called Dev alongside the divine bird's heirs. He gained divine power through the rite of Chinvat and put an end to the calamity. How dare you call such a great hero, and our first Vijnanapati by his given name. Wait, why am I telling you outsiders this? Are you the spies of the Academia? We're here to take care of a problem. We're being accepted a commission from the Academia. So the Academia folks have been reduced to hiring some no-name adventurers to do their dirty work, eh? Cowards, just as I thought. I thought they might send some mercenaries over at the worst. What an oversight on my part. Paimon didn't expect you to have such a strong opinion of the Academia. Of course, Lord Nasarua, also known as Vijnanapati, has said that we wouldn't have been reduced to the state if it weren't for them. Wait, so you are here to gain intelligence after all. I've revealed more than I should. Anyway, please leave. If this conversation continues, as unwilling as I might be to do so, I would have to end you. What? You're the one who couldn't resist blabbing. Why are you putting the blame onto us? Also, there's no need to be rash. Alright, Mangler 3M, show Pyro the token that Catherine gave us. He'll know what's going on once he sees it. Token. This had better not be some trick. Ta-da! Look. Told you we weren't lying. Mysterious drum of the cryo. What is this shabby drum? You call this a token? Hey? Did Catherine mix things up? You guys don't think you can bribe me with such a small thing, do you? Leave now or things will get nasty. Do you underestimate us skeptics? Spare us or bring it on? Bring it on. Cease, I say. Lady Sarouche. Why didn't you... You didn't have to attend to such trivial matters personally, let alone in front of these outsiders. We, Paris, appear before whoever we wish, and our volition is not of you, mere mortals, to question. How dare you overstep your bound? This little thing is about Paimon size, and the way she talks is kind of funny. Why is Pyro calling lady to that reverent tone? Your sins will be judged, but the time for that is yet to come. The two of you over there, as envoys of the Academia, it is only polite to state your names first, you know? Yeah, we should have introduced ourselves first, but that high and mighty attitude of yours is... My words and actions are not contrary to traditions of peoples of the prairie. The same cannot be said for you nameless persons. Fine, we're not nameless. Paimon's Paimon, and he's Mangler Freedom. We're adventurers who came here on a commission. I'm the one who's the adventurer. We're here to look for the Order of Skeptics. I need only know your names. Your other trivialities do not concern me. However, as for that drum, that item is a profound connection with us Perry, and is not something that you mortals should possess. Mangler 3M, I command you present it to me immediately. No way. At least sound nicer about it when you're asking someone for a favor. Besides, this item's important to our commission. We're to hand it to the leader of this order of yours. If we give it to you and fail to complete the commission because of it, not only might we lose our reward, we might even have to pay Mora to the Adventurers Guild. This is a huge loss. Reward? Mora? To think that you would risk your lives in a place fraught with peril for such frivolous reasons. You know nothing of what transpires here. One mistake would send your race tumbling into an eternal samsara, and yet you commit deeds that are beyond even our comprehension. You humans are such interesting beings. No matter, I shall bring you to the leader you speak of. This item would remain worthy tribute, even if you should only present it to me after the meeting. That's more like it. Wait, that's still not right. We still have to deal with the huge hole in the sky. And if we don't, huge hole, you're afraid of the sign of Akasha then? And you wish to quell this calamity with mere mortal coils? Ha! How presumptuous. It is the duty of us Perry to eradicate the sign of Akasha, an endeavor that I, Sarouche, shall give my all to accomplish. To quell this calamity, I must follow in the footsteps of the divine bird, Simurg, and sacrifice everything that one might call Sarouche. To stand in my way is not a sin that one such as you may bear. Simurg? Foolish beings, have you not heard of the divine bird Simurg? She is a master of Caverna, who once saved the land from destruction. Legend has it that it was she who split this into infinite motes of Caverna after her sacrifice, thus quelling the catastrophe. Sure, but Paimon doesn't know what we'll need to sacrifice herself. In any case, this matter is far beyond your capabilities, and your intervention is futile. All you must do is bear silent witness as I transcend. You shall receive remuneration from this guild of yours as long as the calamity is quelled. Will you not? Still, do not forget to extol my virtues and laud my accomplishments. After all, even the greatest heroes shall require mere mortals like you to sing of our deeds, of their deeds. But Lady Sarouche, the Regent of Napi, has instructed us to forbid suspicious individuals from interfering before the ritual is completed. I have decided, and as a fairy, my word is law. Alright, follow me. I shall take you to the leader you spoke of. But gird yourselves on the same. That which lies ahead is not a place that human beings can easily set foot in. If you get lost or end up being eaten by a monster appearing out of nowhere, there shall be nothing I can do for you. She really talks up in the game, huh? That she's so annoying. She's so... Path has been opened up. Follow these. Words of gratitude are not required. Come down here now. Fend off the monsters. This place is
I must leave no stone unturned, as a good knight should.
Whoa, you can climb while it's doing the spinning thing. That's weird. You can climb stairs while you're spinning.
Germinate! Scatter! Disappear! Here!
What do you mean, Dev? Aren't these just abyss mages and hellchurls? Think you would so easily defeat the rampaging Dev? Your strength is most radiant indeed. Consider me impressed. Though there still is quite a gap between you and us, Pyre. The sight of you fighting valiantly reminds me of those humans of legend who once fought alongside us. I have decided then you shall have the honor of being my Yasanapati. Yasanapati? Everyone doesn't know what that is, but coming from you, it can't be anything good, really. Do you not have such things amongst humans, strategists, scribes, and the like? Those who exist to praise the heroes whose stories they exist in. Neither of those jobs are what you just described. No matter how great the hero, their great deeds must be recorded or sung by others. If not, the same fate that befell ancient heroes shall befall them also. Though they may have loved violence and conflict, great deeds are still great deeds, and they deserve to be remembered. Alas, those who love conflict would be consumed by it, and once they had slain each other, they were all lost. And because there were no authors or poets to tell of their deeds, once all who had lived in such times were gone, their works forgotten to the last. I will not be like them. My great work shall shine so gloriously that the world itself shall suffer great loss to not know of it. Thus I shall now give you permission to record those deeds. Rejoice and give thanks, for this is not a grace that few received from us Perry. All this sounds very complicated, but basically you just need someone to tell us how awesome you are, right? Contradicted thing, sounds like an alright gig. Couldn't you find a skeptic to help you out there? Sounds like an alright gig. Hey, what are you talking about? Simon doesn't consent to this. Well, you are quite right, aren't you? As I would expect of someone I give my eye on. I have my eye. Whatever the case, it has been decided, fret not, you shall be free to do as you please once I have sacrificed myself to restore the pure skies. Till then, you shall witness my valiant form. Well then, even if Paimon can't see it. She looks pretty cute and her attitude's just the worst. But the way she goes on about us, we, and such. There aren't others like us. Ugh. Just think about it makes Paimon ill. Morning flower. The new flower. Nameless's adventure notes. Pick up something. Ooh, rocks. Rocks to blow fire on. Gray crystals. Last left it, not left yet so. Gray crystals? You mean crystals we're seeing everywhere? Mama had her island for a while now. What are they? Gray crystals are remnants of the Black Fire's embers. Proof that this land has suffered great calamity. The calamity, indeed. I am sure you have heard of the great catastrophe struck long ago, where dark fire rose from beneath the earth and scorched the land. The dark fire opened the bottomless hollow in this land, and demons of Dev that crawled through the gap nearly turned this into a lightless realm. Though the gap was blocked by the great tree, the dark fire's filth spread like seeds, and the countless dark and painful memories released by that corruption began to lay down roots and sprout. This persisted till the honored Lord of Caverna, divine bird Simurg, drank the primordial water left behind by our god before transforming herself into Caverna of all kinds and covering and scattering across the land. From that day on, the Caverna has taken the divine bird's place in defending this land, and those painful memories that leaked out have been sealed by Caverna. What was left are these ubiquitous gray crystals. Though they seem no different from any other stone, they may contain objects that are yet to be purified. Gray crystals in this area have increased of late. I suspect that this would have something to do with the sign of Bakwash's dark tower. But if we used Caverna's might, we might get rid of these crystals. My senses don't deceive me. I'm a wandering Caverna should be ready nearby. Let's look around. Use the power of the Caverna to destroy the gray crystals. Gray crystals are crystals left by the remnants of corruption. Use the power of the Caverna to clear them out. Once said power retreats, the gray crystals will re-emerge. They're left behind by the remnants of corruption. Use the power to clear them out. Once said power Well then, I did not misspeak, did I? Caverna really are like skeptic slide just ahead. Keep up with me. Well, let's see. Let's see what I'm Are you down low or up high? Probably up. Camera angle is weird. Oh, there's a save point up here at night. It's a magic save point too that'll get all the save points in the area. I do not see where you are, but I'm allowed to climb it. So. That seems. I do not see her. She must be below me because she's not above me. Or is she? Could be above me. Talk to the leader of skeptics. Alright, I must have made it. I want to get to that save point right up there, really badly.
I'll catch up.
I'm gonna hit that first. That will unlock everything. So if I talk to them, they might kill me. And all for lust. I guess I can take the stairs. Ta-da! The ultimate save. Look at that map. That's only a tiny little sliver of the map. I have to get another one to get all that in. Start with what we have. New Fletch. Lady Sarouche, Avarena's envoy, you have returned. Though it has taken much work on my part, the analysis of the documents regarding the Rite of Chinvat will soon be complete. According to my research, we need only collect all the great songs of Caverna next, and your great work may then be completed. Wait a moment, you two are... Do not fret, they are Minglethrium and Paimon, my newly chosen Yasnapati and his companion. They are here to witness my great work. Hey now, Paimon hasn't agreed to that yet. As Yasnapati you say, though I will not question your most astute judgment, I fear that allowing ignorant outsiders into this land before the Rite of Chinvat is complete may have untoward effects. Know that the people of the Academia surely do not desire the rite's completion. Speak no further, I have my reasons for doing this. Well then, take that drum from before out, Mangler and Paimon. You bring the drum out as agreed. A Corybantes, which is a drum. A Corybantes, you say? Ha ha ha, yes, it's an important catalyst for the ritual period to forge a laupa, or a connection between ourselves and the Farid. I have searched for many years for this, and to think it now comes to me. Ah, this is indeed a great omen for my future plans. It would be good if the Fates will also be with me when I lead the Order of Skeptics to throw down the Academia and burn the House of Dana, or whatever they call it, to the ground. Wow, what a way to casually paint yourself as the villain, Emma. Villain? Ha! The Academia are the true villains here. I have no doubt of that. I forgot my introductions. I am Nasajuya Juna, the Vijnanapi of the Order of Skeptics, who cultivate ourselves here. I if you would use the terminology of the academia, I would be the equivalent of a sage. But I doubt those pampered folk would care much for what we at the margins call ourselves. You do not look much like those the academia might send. We are just passing adventurers. Fair enough, though in truth it would not matter even if you were to be from that dragon place. Even if the entire corps of 30 were to be sent here, my plans could not be halted. Well, whatever your plans are, we didn't come here to stop them, that's for sure. Ah, so they would all say, those treacherous lots in the academia, and when my guard is down, you would stab me in the back. Just like those people in funny masks who try to skulk about and steal our academic homes. They even dared to attack our honored envoy of Verena, Lady Sarouche. Huh. And they met defeat at my hands, each one of them. Very impressive, Sarouche. I'm guessing those were the Fatui? The Fatui, I know not of what you speak, but they were city folk, so I doubt the academia would be far behind in the shadows. Do not look upon us as some miserable few who inhabit the Timber Mountains. We once had such numbers that all the desert north of the Mount Damavand would struggle to hold us. It's only because of our harsh environment and the slander and ostracism by the academia that we have been reduced to this. If it was not for such sage souls as myself holding things together and the protection of the Cavarina, we skeptics would have been reduced to nothing long ago. Sounds like quite the disagreement, yes. Catherine said that you have your differences, but it sure looks to Paimon like you skeptics really hate the academia. See, not hate, but rather we simply cannot coexist. When I was young, I did go there to learn and attempt to mend our differences. But they treated me like an outsider. Though they feigned politeness by calling us a branch of the academia, this is not but a means to belittle us. It is said that our predecessors had a clash of ideals with them and so chose to go into the desert to stand against the darkness themselves. From that day on, we have been holding firm in the war against defilement, defending our land in what those useless Slavs has been doing in the meantime. Compared to those pampered pedants, we who combine thought, word, and deed far better deserve honor for our wisdom. Paimon doesn't quite get it. You need only understand that conflict is the true nature of this world. Verna and impurity, Dari in the true way. It is these struggles for supremacy that have kept this world alive, just as surely as this sky does. Those sophists and their fancy darshans believe that the fates of all are inscribed in the skies, and that this is the supreme wisdom and truth. But look, the skies reflect defilement itself. Surely their truth, then, is an imperfect thing. Perhaps nothing is truly perfect. This logic seems a tad messy. Only those who dare to refute the truth can gain true wisdom. It seems that such courage is not found in you. Now, Soria, this is not the time to talk about such things. Have you not seen how the gray crystals hem us in even more tightly? If we do not extinguish the sign of Aparosha soon, things shall grow more perilous indeed. Well, speaking of the sign, right, that's right, we were tasked to fix this whole thing. But after all this talking, we still didn't know what it's supposed to be. Well, our plans also involve extinguishing that celestial mark. As for what it is, if it must be described as anything, let us call it the water's surface. The water's surface, your explanation just making things more confusing. The water's reflection, while an illusion, nonetheless hides the truth within itself. So it is with the skies. It is like a mirage, if you have seen those before. That big hole way up there is way spookier than any mirage. Well, it should be, for the celestial sign reflects an otherworldly hellscape. long, long ago, Conria, or Dari, once built a facility here that connected them to realms beyond. During the Great Disaster, which they say the Dari started, monsters swarmed from that facility into the nations of the world. The monsters tore open the Great Rift that came to be called the Tunigi Hollow, and though they were sealed away with the new vein in the ancient tree, this mysterious sign appeared along with them. What the sign reflects is that which lies beyond the dark rift, and though the monsters could not enter Tevat through that illusion, it nonetheless radiates corrupt energies. They say that our very first vivid Jananapi extinguished that strange sign together with the Ari. But as the power of impurity is strengthened over time, this ancient symbol has appeared once more. And should it be, perhaps, who knows, that hollow may truly re-emerge one day, and that ancient war will be reenacted. In truth, it might be interesting to live in such exciting times. What? No, that wouldn't be interesting at all. It matters not. Samurg drank the Amrita left behind by our god, transmuting herself into the limitless Kavanara. As the heirs to the divine bird, solving this problem is the mission that we already have. I, Sarush, will surely leave behind a great work great enough to be your equal. Of course, Caverna's ongoing. And we of the Order of Skeptics shall surely help you see your duty through. What's with all this talk about sacrifice? Is this really necessary to solve this problem? Well, in truth, I do not know. All documents regarding the sign of a Pasha have been long lost, and the traditions and the rites surrounding it have also ceased to be passed down. If it had not been for me constantly looking up what documents were left, there might not have been any more left to know what the rite of Chinvat existed at all. Know that the rite of Chinvat exists at all. According to my research, the Pari are the descendants of Samurg, and should therefore also have the power to transform the Kavanara to purify the land. And would you not say that a great grand sacrifice to save the world on the part of the divine bird's heirs very much suits your order style? What? That's so haphazard. This sacrifice you're talking about doesn't sound like a small thing either. Why aren't we thinking of other ways to solve this problem? I'm unsure there's gotta be some alternative, right, Niggler? It's always been this way, hasn't it? Yep. I already said that you need not intervene. Simply witnessing my sacrifice shall suffice. It is something worth celebrating that we, Peri, shall sacrifice our lives to purify the earth. Well, you say that, but I would ask that you keep a respectful distance from that which you do not comprehend, outsiders. But since that is the case, while I was planning to investigate Tunigi Hollow to make preparations for the rite of Chinvat anyway, why don't you come along with us? I trust you wish to see scars left behind by the fissure that once led beyond our world's bounds. When you see it, you shall understand. My mind's kind of curious. A sound? In that case, I shall lead the way. After all, you would find it impossible to freely traverse this land where Kavanarina battled against impurity. My Yasnapati, follow me to the end. Watch me complete my mission. Let us to adore me. Sarush, Bloomguard of the Peril. Of the Peri. Peri are very mysterious creatures, but as the Bloomguard of their race, Sarush can replace your characters to fly and move. When Sarush is in flight, your character will stay in place to await her return. While in flight, Sarush can descend or ascend, and with accelerate skill, increase the flight speed. Sarush cannot be too far from your character, though. Bloomguard should never abandon others after all. Sarush can call upon special energies within items around which mysterious mayflies dance. Press Sarush's interact skill to allow her to use her power to guide the light of Caverna. You hold her interact skill to cause her to stop and continuously channel Caverna's might. During this time, you control your character freely. As a parry, Sarush can also perceive some things beyond normal sight. In that case, I will take the place where the food sacrifice shall take place. My Yasnapati, as I shall call you my pale floater. After all, as foolish as a spectre. Objection. I'm not going to take that.
Whenever you need me, I'll be there.
Alright, so they want me to fly. I just... Well, I'm gonna... Sorry about this. Okay. Maybe flying was one way. Is that deep pit to the hollow you were talking about earlier? It's super huge crystals all over the place, even bigger than the ones we saw before. They look scarier too. These were once huge trees used to seal and subdue the creatures in the deep depths. Power defilements corrupted them, warping them into such fleeting forms as you see now. Since the monsters have been sealed, it sure doesn't look like anyone needs to sacrifice themselves again. That's why you must use the power of the Caverna to reopen the way. Hey, would you just release the monsters again? It took so much effort to seal too. No, we must open the path of the sign to the sign of Shabbat Collection. The way to the rift in the earth, sealed long ago. It can never lead to the true darkness again. But that's exactly why the sealed rift does indeed protect the illusion of the abyss. You need only use the great songs of Caverna to stabilize the seal before initiating the Chinbat. The rite of Chinbat to pass through the darkness to reach the sun. The rite of Chinbat? The ritual performed in the parry that will allow us to open the path through the darkness. It is said that the first Vijayanapi, Nagarjuna, and the parry did just that. But we must first obtain the great songs and gather the power of the Caverna in order to initiate the rite. It's all well and good, but what will we do once we reach the side of the sign of it? I do not know what happens after that. I've encountered legends that our first leader was lifted up to the heavens, where he used divine power to extinguish the sign, but that, I feel, is a mere myth. I believe Caverna's envoys will have some way. Since they can purify the defiling impurities, they must have some way to extinguish the sign. Sarush not also say that she wishes to imitate the sacrifice of Samur? The world is built upon conflict and sacrifice, after all. Well, that's what Sarush says, sure, but that's way too responsibility. Oh, don't fret. Whether necessity of a sacrifice can be ascertained, we must still bring the songs of Caverna together. At the moment, we have yet taken the first step forward. Says the guy who's been talking this whole time. Well, basically, only the very have chosen as the moon card can touch the great songs. But our great envoy, has yet to obtain. Is that so? For all that bluster, you really aren't all that Sarush. Dare speak to me like that, Pale Floater. Well, my mind isn't a Pale Floater. Only by obtaining the twin horn chaplet may she become the Moonguard, a being able to carry the power of the Caverna. As such, she must first be acknowledged by Lady Zurvan, the first parry. She is a mighty parry who once fought alongside her ancestors. It is even said that she was the very parry who fought alongside the ancient heroes to subdue the Emperors of the Abyss. That elder of ours is utterly unreasonable. She refuses to acknowledge my dearest desire. I'm afraid there's nothing. Still, even without the twin horn chaplet, my sacrifice will suffice to accomplish this deed. Of course, I do not intend to doubt your desire to sacrifice yourself this way, but if you are unable to perform the rite and pass to the Dark Hollow, your wish will not be fulfilled nonetheless. However, if you have a suggestion, Lady Sarouge called you for Yasnap's, didn't she? Why don't you go with her to the Garusha Oasis? It's where ladies are bound to be found. Perhaps she may be able to change her mind and see a human's view of her as a predestined to conflict. Why aren't you going? I am using you after all. You have a commissioner. The only method we have to present change this current situation, so please do what? Go with her to the sacred place. Aren't you listening? You really want to person coincidentally out of a job. Of course not. There's much for me to do. For example, preparations of the Shabbat still must be done. I must also consult the words of the ancient scribes once more to ascertain the locations of the great zones. As for the quarry drum you bought, I believe I may now form a connection from preparing sleep with the prison once more. Your awakening is necessary for the rite of Shabbat to occur. Regardless, I leave the matter of the twin horn chaplet to you two. Once everything is complete, let us meet at the campsite in the mountains. Oh well. So we have to look at the fairy elder, right? Look for the elder, right? Well, let's hope she isn't as nasty as Sarouge is. A bit of a walk. We have no safe points in that direction. Okay, I guess we'll go here and hit the save. Follow the path southwest.
You seem tired. Would you like some tea? I'll brew you some. Do you take sugar? 1 cube or 2?
I should have chosen Shadow who flies faster.
Someone needs assistance.
Useless.
It's a whole drop. Yep, all coming up. Gate of the Zoom Aquarium. Continue onward. Will do. Oh, just decoration. Ooh, a waypoint down here. Look at that. Can I climb it? Yeah. It's a snow tree. Crystal. rocks to destroy. Huh. Not working.
I must leave no stone unturned.
Whoa. So this is the giant snake fella that is also sealed here? Yes, but it does not have a sinful form. Perhaps it's merely unlucky to have been caught in the crossfire and sealed here. Well, maybe it's a good thing that it's sealed here. If not, it might just pop out of the ground and swallow us all in one go. I'll protect you, Paimon. I don't think you'd be very good to eat, Paimon. Paimon's not sure how to feel about that. You two certainly look like you get on well. Of course, we're the best of buddies. But it is also not also said that even constant companions would fail to notice if the other was spirited away by a sprite. Those stories are quite common too, yes? What are you talking about? Mangler would never do that. I merely jest. If you are bosom buddies, surely some idle jokes will not move you. We shall soon reach the oasis. Come, let's hurry. Lots of monsters around here. Of which I fly right past. Where are these things? For sure that. I'd have to collect these for something strong. More rocks I can't pull up. Maybe decoration. But I had to like see something. Did I go the wrong way? I'm going back to the beginning to get some monsters to carry. Don't make go up. New armor. And upward. Like we just went through. I guess it's on the other side. Yeah, this is now we're in no man's land. Alright. Firewick exploration knowledge. As a form of Caverna scattered in the earth, firewicks contain that same power that was let your characters once picked up, affected gray crystals. You can put a firewick, stick it to your characters once picked up, affecting. You can also put it down, unleash its power. Yep. Oh, it's like a spotlight. Where's the,
Someone needs assistance.
there was a little crystal thing in there. I'm gonna pick it up and go this way.
Someone needs assistance. I'll catch up.
It was a puzzle. I didn't solve it, but
Someone needs assistance.
alright, just like she said, and oozing out of that huge gap. Alright, we're in no man's land. Have to take a look. Oh, it's a tree with a blue thing shining through it. bell. Bring it. Trial of the Soul Bell. Reach all targets within 40 seconds. How many are there? Whoa, I forgot one. I made it. I completed an adventure.
Dusty. Best give it a spring cleaning.
Totally lost track of where I was going. I have no idea. It says continue on. So many places to explore. Ooh, this is the ultimate waypoint. Darn it. Why would it be such a path to green on the other end of the mountain? Since we're just in the desert, how strange. Impressive, is it not? This is our homeland after all. The homeland of the prairie. So there'll be lots of other people like you here, right? You know what? 5 months now that keen on going. Should you not be excited beyond words? And that big tree stump over there looks like it's holding off the stuff oozing out of it like that big hole. That's Harvishtakum, the sacred form of the god that granted us prairie life. It is not just some large stump. That's a god? Well, we've seen other gods. It's the first time we've seen one looking like that. That's just because our god cannot be considered alive. 500 years ago, our great god gave us the 12 power of the disaster afflicting this place, but she was stained with corruption and could not be reborn in a purer plane. Thus, her divine consciousness continues to wander the immortal one. Our great god left us with the sanctified Amrita, and the Lord of Vendor caused the harvest Octocum to grow from that, thus anchoring our god to this realm. The oasis has been nourished by the Amrita, and even the caverna that defends this earth gains its unending power by the grace of the hero. But this god of yours doesn't look too well. She's been trying to hold out against the stuff coming out of that hole this whole time. Her power maintains the seal over the dark hollow. I fear that the emergence of this sign is due to the attraction of that evil power. If it weren't for the presence of that, the defilement surging forth from the hollow may have infected the whole entire world, but it is also due to performing the duty that the tree has deteriorated so much. I do not believe that I could ever bear to be reduced to such a state. That is why I must leave a legacy of heroism behind for all to remember before it does happen. Well, never mind that first. Let's go look at the Zurvan person, shall we? If we get that chaplet and fix the sky real quick, we might be able to make your god feel all better too. Look for them. Conveniently swing by this guy. We'll unlock all the points and maps. Ta-da! That, I think, is everything else. Yep. We'll start out by going there, I suppose. Alright. We got a special award for getting all. We had a bow, we would shoot that with these things. Ooh, I don't know. Not about that one. Maybe someday an explorer do that. He wants to go into the tree. Going in. talk to Zevon. Who's right here. Not right here. Kind of far. Impossible. I should not second guess birds. Another waypoint. Some stones right there. Need to be something. A bunch of. Well, if it isn't Sarush, such a rare guest. Been a while, Elder Zervan. Elder? Well, if you call me that, you should just follow fairy norms and cease consorting with us humans, those whose hearts are heavy from their ulterior motives. I haven't gone against our norms. I have only made contact with humanity to find a way to extinguish the skyfire, just as the divine bird did. And is that why you learned all that claptrap about sacrificing the humans? We care nothing for such foolishness. Isn't it our duty as Perry to sacrifice ourselves in the battle against the defiling impurity? Await the call of destiny, Surge. Only humans rush in blindly. This destiny you speak of is a nebulous thing. I cannot simply be expected to sit and wait for it. And this is precisely the danger. The chaplet you seek contains the highest authority over Caverna. In giving it to you, I might as well be handing the power of the Caverna over to these untrustworthy humans. Can't you just have more faith in me, Elder? You two. Looking like we're being left out here, aren't we? Also, it seems like Sarush uses that cocky attitude of hers in front of Zervan, huh? She's probably just fond of weird roleplay. Perhaps she has other hidden facets to her person. Just that's a scary thought. Well then, little ones, you came with Sarush then. This is not a place that ordinary humans may visit lightly. Let me see. Well, you certainly aren't from the order of skeptics. You seem to be outlanders, in fact. Well, in matters of courtesy, I suppose you two shall introduce yourselves first. I don't ask humans for the names often, you know. Paimon's Paimon, he's Mango Trio. We're adventurers who shuttle across Tevat. I am Sarush's Yasnapati. Or not Yasnapati. How interesting. She might have had a little misunderstanding somewhere, though. This is the forbidden land of the Peri, the paradise nourished by Amrita, the shrine at which we pay reverence to our great god. Our heroes who have forged bonds with Peri and pilgrims who have come to genuflect before their god may enter. I shall take it that you are Sarush's companions, then. It has been several hundred years since humans last visited our Sea of Flowers. That said, aren't there a ton of skeptics living outside in the desert? Don't they know how to enter this place? I shall not permit such discourteous folk to enter our hidden realm. In the past, we Peri did indeed fight alongside their ancestors. We even lived here together. But many years have passed, the folly of the grown strong amongst them. Even the traditional rites have become utterly forgotten. None live amongst them now can forge a laupa and a Peri with a Peri. They should have been ones to conduct the rite of Abzor for the tree that suppresses the Dark Hollow, thus cleansing it with the filth that stained it. Yes, the deterioration of the tree cannot be avoided, but they have not neglected the rite and caused the seal to weaken. This terrifying sign would never have reappeared so soon. But human tradition is unreliable in this fashion. Compared to them, you outlanders, blank slates as you are, certainly seem more dependable. Paimon's not sure if you're actually praising us or not, but we're here to... I would guess you're here about the sign of the sky. I doubt that anyone would notice our little nook if not for that great crisis. Well, we were commissioned to deal with this large hole, yes. Oh my, since it's been it is as I guessed. It seems that even after so long, this short-lived race is as short-sighted as ever. Still, if it were not that way, would you need us, Perry, to act on your behalf? Looks like Perry are just pretty nasty in the hole. Regardless, since human heroes have again graced our sacred garden, it seems the gears of destiny have begun to turn once more. And you seem to be an interesting human being, too. That takes me back. Once upon a time, I too traveled alongside humans as curious as you to quell the calamity. Perhaps you really might equal their great deeds. Well then, it's decided. I shall give you a chance. The two of you certainly seem more trustworthy than those blind and foolish types. Elder, wouldn't you just put your trust in me instead? Well, as for that, you don't know where Rashnu and Mihir are, right? Go bring them here. They should still be enjoying their beauty sleep right now. This will serve as proof of your trustworthiness if you're able to give the chaplet to you. Oh, Paimon knows this kind of seal that everyone needs to get together to break, and then they get the chaplet, right? Such impoverished imagination. The chaplet can be given to you at any time, but to solve the issue of the sign of a Parasha, we will need their strength. Sarush alone would not be able to open the path to Dark Hollow, not even with the chaplet. This perhaps is another example of the rule of three. Paimon doesn't really know what you're saying, but as long as we get the chaplet, it's fine. Indeed, my lord Paimon, do help Sarush out, alright? I don't need it. You aren't very honest, Sarush. Since the elder said so, guess you've got to listen. Try to listen to us. You just gotta listen to us. Go to the swamp, go to the hills, search for Rashnu. Heart of Amrita, talk to Frederick. I'm not sure where they knew before. Okay, I'm gonna see if that other one's open yet. Hey, we can do quick start now. Let's do the quick start one because we can do this one later. This is a regular one. After bringing them to the oasis, Sarush finally earned the approval of the covering, gaining the chaplet. Oh, this is like right afterwards, but it's a temporary one, so let's go ahead and do it. That's the one that just opened up. Okay, so we have to find that, and we can't reach that. So let's start here. No, let's start here, it's closer. We'll climb if we got it. Change my mind. Let's go. Let's go. Start from the outside. It's not outside. Everything's a cave. How do we get above? I have a feeling this is not going to work out very well. We're way below. Oh, it's coming out. Is this still the cave? It is. Oh, I'm right back to where I was. That. How do I climb higher? I'm like underground. Alright, well let's put the map again. How do we get up to there? This is underground. Maybe this is above. We can walk above. is. Walking above is very high up. Gotta do what we gotta do. Make it walking, climbing. So, we'll try. Not letting me climb it? Is this the unclimbable hill? Painted a little different color. Now we can ride. Can we get beyond this spot? Yes! No! You blocked it. It's the ceiling. Well, that's... darn, I guess I'll have to go around. Don't die, Noelle. Whew. If we can climb up to there. Hi, Edible Spookiness, how's it going? I'm trying to get above this cave in the desert. Every save point is in the cave, so I have to go above it. And we made it, I think. More or less. Alright, we're at the gate, but we're on the top of the gate. Keep going.
I'll catch up.
It would be funny if I go on top and there's like no way I'm supposed to be under. Yeah, it does say we'll go below. Oh, no, it is above. We're good. Yes. I don't know how to get that. Paimon's getting so used to how you look now that Paimon can't even remember that you look like without that chaplet. Sarouche? Paimon seems to recall the baldness at the top of your head and the haughty disposition, but Paimon didn't expect you to get the chaplet so easily. Though it was mostly thanks to our help, please. Bah! Mention of trifles in the past no more, pale floater. The thing of greatest importance, the reason why you were able to claim the chaplet so easily was because I am Perry, worthy of the chaplet. Hence, everything fell into place as it was meant to be. Perhaps I was fated to bear this crown on the day of my birth. Bragging loudly, I see. Elder Zurvan, what brings you here? Just seeing if the newest Bloomguard is fulfilling her duties. Duties? Oh no, did you think claiming such a title would bring you nothing but fame and fortune, Sarouche? Impossible. I have no parry of rank ignorance. The duties I have not been neglected. Indeed, I have also performed the necessary feats to be worthy of my accolades. Though the flashing flame might steal your attention, a gradual trickle of enduring devotion may also be worthy of praise. In the time you spent away from us, there have been countless parry who, though unable to ever gain the title of Bloomguard, still contribute to our greater community with quiet dignity. I thought you would perform some deeds that would prove your worthiness of the title of Bloomguard. As it turned out, however, you seem to have been idling about. Hey, saying she does nothing is going too far. Sarouche is already pretty great, right, Mangler? Sure is. I did not mention to neglect my duties. It's just that the responsibilities of the Bloomguard weren't fully detailed by the Order of Skeptics. It is a parry tradition, after all. Trying to learn it from humans is pure folly. Though you have earned the approval of the Caverina, you remain a young parry. In times like these, it is best to be direct and consult me for guidance. Ask you for guidance directly, Elder? No, the chaplet possesses a great deal of knowledge. I need to but contemplate for a moment before I am greeted with answers. But Zurvan is right here. She even said that if we have any questions she will answer. We don't even need to go hunting for details anymore. From Paimon and Mangler's deep adventuring experience, chances like this are pretty few. You'll regret not taking this opportunity. I doubt not my elder's sincerity. It's just, I heard the Order of Skeptics say that only the answers one finds themselves are worth any merit. Isn't that something someone else told you as well? The Order of Skeptics even constantly makes mistakes in its original official documents. Yeah, when we went to find Rashin, the truth was entirely different from what they had down in their archives. They don't even know what's going on. Indeed, you offer truth in your insights, yes, Elfloader. I am no longer the Sarouche from before. With the Caverna's approval, I must act with maturity and live up to the title of Bloomguard. Elder Zurvan. What are the exact obligations that a Bloomguard must fulfill? I beg of you to enlighten me. Though I have been neglectful in the past, I will do my utmost now to remedy my failings. Whoa, Paimon didn't expect Sarouche to be so obedient. What happened? Paimon feels a little touched. Haha, well, your words give me confidence. The Bloomguard's duties are vast and may take days and nights to recall in their totality. However, considering you have spent far more time with the humans than those of your own kind, let's start with something simple. As for those who bear the title of Bloomguard, extraordinary competence and keen insight are necessities. I've already prepared 6 training tasks with 3 meant to test flying skills, and the other 3 so Sarouche to clear out some potential threats. This training sounds kind of familiar, like me learning how to fly with my wings. Sounds familiar. It is familiar. This is just something we do all the time. Enough talk, Hellfloater. As long as I successfully finish these missions, my elder must concede that I am worthy and prepared for the mantle of Bloomguard. Though it sounds simple, these are all tests delivered unto me by my elder. I must unleash my fullest effect when dealing with them. Man, very good, very good. Conveniently, Sarouche's Nyasna PT and his companion are here. There is a task that you can help her successfully complete. It is no hard matter, though as you know, Sarouche has been close to the Order of Skeptics and humans while driving further from their traditions. I would like to ask you to serve as an audience and listen to Sarouche recount the past. The Bloomguard should naturally be able to speak of historical facts. Yes, of course. it is if all we need is to do is hear Sarush tell a story, it does sound pretty simple. And I leave this to you. As for the training Sarush must complete by herself, I will let her know momentarily. You two merely need to accompany her. In the Collector's Path event, you must help her follow instructions to discover her role as a Bloomguard. Each stage in the path begins, Sarush must listen to the teachings and go to the specified site to undergo 2 trials before engaging in a short summary after passing said trials. Okay, well, I'm gonna real quick before I forget. Try these test runs because there's only a couple days left, and then I might even have enough to get Paichu. Should be pretty cool. Alright, it's a healing Dendro, so it's a healing person, like an apothecary.
Side effects.
Doesn't do much damage.
A bitter pill to swallow.
Let's see what the ultimate does.
Mind the side effects.
Here's the ultimate.
Remember, health comes first.
Looks like everybody's fully healed.
Witness the power of Gugwa.
Taking a turn for the better.
He's like that other girl, the blue girl.
A bitter pill to swallow.
Let me weave you a verse. You're my sword.
Seems like an emergency.
Hidaki was singing. Surrendering be gentle. Come a little closer. Witness the power of Gugwa.
Taking a turn for the better. A bitter pill to swallow.
Rain cut. Rain outlines your face.
Remember, health comes first. Mind the side effects.
Try not to enjoy this too much.
Pretty good. First time with him. The snake guy, he's got a snake around his neck. Let's do her. We just got her last screen. Let's get our bonuses from that. Cat just walked by. Hey, Pumpkin. Charged twice. Aim shots. Okay, so we have to do aim shots. She's an aim shot shooter.
Next on the agenda.
Ah. Area of effect damage.
Access denied. Blaze over.
Oh, this whole area is all ice. Barbara, that was her name. Baichu reminds me of Barbara. She took everybody out and didn't have hardly ever get hit. Oh, very. Alright, rewards pretty good for Kaveh. And let's try Kaveh, steal those results, and then let's see what we can get for new characters. Dendro, large AoE cores. Nobody's gonna read all that. Oh yeah. Big circle. It's a unique spinner. He doesn't even spin his body, he just his arm spins. That's weird.
Scanning. Hey.
Ultimate, big square. He's pretty cool.
Feast your eyes. Hey, yo. Come at me.
And goodbye. He's like Mr. Nice Guy. Alright, look at the rewards. Tiny little nothings, and definitely tiny little nothings. Okay. I'm not even going to try those people right now. I might do it off screen or something like that. Let's see what the, no, that's not what I clicked on. Here we go. Nope, we're not even close. I only have 838. I was hoping to grab this one, but looks like probably not. Unless we just did one wish. Hey, we could do this one. Let's do this one. Let's see if we can get Kichi. Or Mona level up. I'll probably get Chi-Chi again. Nope. And that was our 4-star. Another sacrificial greatsword. Back. Got some more glitter. Still not enough to do though. Okay. Alright, we're not talking about flying or anything weird like that. Unless this is like a mission I have to start by clicking on this. Complete the trial. During the trial, Sarush will need to use the fruit and the curios scattered nearby to pursue your uninvited guests. During the trial, Sarush can throw out an unlimited number of fruits. As these fruits hit different curios, various effects will be triggered that will affect the nearby uninvited guests. When the situation becomes too cluttered, you can use analysis to summarize the specialties of the various curios and uninvited guests, and thus figure out a way to drive them out. Expel a requisite number of opponents. Destroy a number of boxes and barrels. No more than 20 fruits thrown. Oh, I'm flying here. I don't want to wake them up, I don't think. I have to pull that up. Can I blow that up? Looks like no. No time limit? Nothing? Just drop grenades on stuff. Alright, we just have to repel. Let's go down a little lower. From here. Down too high. Huh, you're not repelled by that at all. How do I repel them? You're not responding. Okay. Thorns are capable of impeding. We need to find name it, opponent, or period to analyze its purpose. That is a weird aiming thing. Very special flower can spit large fruit, smashing through all demons and devs through also a straight line. I'm aiming at one. Idling. Bonfire to attract their attention. Loudly snoring, completely unaware. Make enough noise. Alright, I'm gonna wait this one out. And have this one shoot in a straight line. Hey, there we go. Why do we rotate this guy? Maybe the noise will distract him. Nope. One last time when that guy's lined up, which he is. Thorn's in the way. Okay, so I need to hit the thorns first, and then hit that guy. And then... maybe if I hit these, it'll distract me. Oops. I'm just learning. Again, this is hey, the fire will come up. Maybe the fire will wake these guys up. It did. Okay, so that was the trick. I didn't hit these two fire things. I was playing around with it. Fire shooting off stuff. Didn't even fix it. Oh, now they're lined up. Now I get to fight. How weird is that? But they gave me a success for that. Oh, I guess I could have used extras and it didn't matter. Well, how's interesting. Alright, I'll go ahead and put a cut in the video. Just double check, see if anyone's on this early. It's kind of rare if somebody's on too early, but yeah, I would say anybody. Okay, well, we'll see you guys next time, tomorrow or next week, or sometime in the future. Have a wonderful weekend, and talk to you later.